So the start of the regular season actually went pretty well. We took on the Panthers, had an easy one there. And then the Buffalo Bills, we definitely struggled a little bit more. Some turnovers involved, but finished the game really strong. 13 unanswered in the fourth quarter to end up taking on and beating our division rivals, the Buffalo Bills, who of course are only an 83 overall. We're actually 84. We're glowing up pretty quickly. Of course, the next two games, which will be in this episode, are going to be tough. We have the Jets and the Eagles, two teams with a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball. The Jets, we'll see how they manage their offensive side. You obviously had Garrett Wilson, you obviously have Breece Hall, but did they keep Mike Williams? Did they keep Tyron Smith? Did they keep any of those guys? Did they add new players? Who's their QB? All these questions need to be answered to kind of see and evaluate what kind of situation we're in. And DB Breakout! We've got a broken DB. I don't know what that means, but DB Breakout. Finally, a breakout scenario. Feels like we almost had none this series, and it's Christian Gonzalez. Of all the people for it to be, obviously it makes sense because he had a great game, but a guy that's already superstar. Like, can we have somebody that's like normal or star? He's just an X Factor. Christian Gonzalez he's just an X factor. Don't mind him. The amount of pass deflections and interceptions by Christian Gonzalez will determine their rewards. Yeah. I mean, why not? Let's go with it. Don't get me wrong. 4 interceptions through 2 weeks is ridiculous, but that is the freest thing I've ever seen in my life. But of course, let's take a look at this Jets team. Before we do any of that, though, let's see if the Jets have injuries. Obviously, we do with Mike Onwenu for 3 more games. But let's take a look at the Jets roster after we take a quick gander at ours. Just a quick one. But this is what the offense looks like. Of course, pretty damn good. Got some up-and-coming guys. Faulkner stole the starting job, and he looked amazing, let me tell you. And I think also Caden Wallace is probably going to play right tackle for us here. You're looking at the defensive side of the ball. Christian Gonzalez, he's an 86 overall, but he's an X Factor, apparently. Superstar X Factor with Bottleneck as his ability, and he already had that as his other ability. But Bottleneck defenders realize that the best way to stop a route is to act early. When they enter the zone, they are highly likely to dominantly win any man-press encounter. So, in the zone, he becomes prime, like, Revis, I guess? He's Island Man, I suppose. But of course, looking at the rest of the guys on defense, looking pretty good. Obviously, Gamble, I think he's really starting to like look better than Duggar. There's kind of thoughts about maybe trading Duggar and or Hunter Henry off because they're kind of like out with the old, in with the new type players and want to get some value for them before they're just straight up gone on their own. But let's take a look at the Jets. As you see, Justice Kelly is their starting quarterback, a rookie with 90 throw power, 88 short accuracy, 85 medium, 74 deep. Already got a really good contingency plan in place. That guy looks like the future. Breece Hall looks unbelievable. He's an X Factor. He is just a really good player. Garrett Wilson's wide receiver 1, but they also kept Mike Williams at number 2. They also added Shaheed, who is insanely fast, as their number 3 wide receiver. This is a really good wide receiver group. Tight end Tyler Conklin, he's gotten the job done, but maybe you want a little bit more of a dynamic guy. Definitely, like I said, can get the job done. Of course, left tackle is amazing. Left guard is not great. Center is actually pretty good. He's developing. Right guard's great. And then right tackle's a little iffy. So no Tyron Smith in sight. No replacement for him in sight. Left end, Jermaine Johnson gets better by the year. Hassan Reddick, they must have solved the contract issues. He's still here. And then Quentin Williams is one of the best defensive tackles in the entire league. Javon Kinlaw is serviceable, but they could definitely use some work. Ebikidi, are they in a 3-4? Are they in a 4-3? I don't know. Apparently, they're in both. As you can see here, probably should be moving Barrett over to left out. I'm not sure why they haven't done that. And then cornerbacks, they have Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. They did get rid of one of the best corners, slot corners in the league in Michael Carter, though, it seems. And then, once again, I'm never saying that guy's name. Free safety, Quandre Diggs is fast enough as a free safety. 86 is just my bare minimum as a starter, personally. And then strong safety is Chuck Clark, who's a little bit faster, a little bit better there. But yeah, a team that didn't really, in my opinion, look like they replaced a lot of the guys that aged out, if you will, and didn't fill the needs that were there already presently last season. So, I mean, they got that quarterback, but outside of that, there are still some holes on that team, but it is still a team with just enough firepower and just enough playmakers on defense to easily upset us. And I say upset as if they're not literally the same overall, slightly higher, if anything. But with that being said, let's actually take a look at the weekly strategy. You can see that their run a game is the 11th best in the league per game. Pass yards is around middle of the pack. Same with yards. Turnovers they've done really well with, though, not allowing any turnovers. And then their points per game is all the way at 8th. Could be because of their run defense, though, or their defense in general. Maybe making other teams have short offensive drives, whatnot. But I will say, I'm going to say defend the run. Should I say inside? I'm going to say outside because of Breece Hall and that speed. And then looking at their defense, they take on the ball away at a pretty high rate. Their sacks are okay. Their rush yard defense is okay. Their points per game, they're actually giving up a lot of points per game, though. Pass yards and total yards as well. Not the best. I would argue that you want to throw a medium just because of the fact that Quentin Williams is probably going to stop the inside run, which is usually where we like to run the ball. These are our focus players. Let's get in there, change up our staff weekly goals, and then take on this New York Jets team. It's ironic, as I was about to say, it feels like of all the positions that haven't really developed quickly, O-line's been one of those really slow ones, but Blackwell's had a billion different upgrades now. Marte Mapu is, of course, an up-and-coming linebacker on our team. Argue maybe he could be the middle linebacker. I feel like we're wasting Beasley by not putting him out there, but Bentley has just made so many good plays. It's like, do I just replace all the old players with youthful players because they have the highest potential? That's probably the smart thing to do, but as far as like trying to win now and being realistic and, you know, allowing the veterans to carry this team, yeah, that's not really the thing to do. As far as negotiations, have we paid attention to this? This might be the first time we're looking at it. Speaking of, Juwan Bentley needs a contract. Cole Strange, that's not bad money. We'll see how he plays as the weeks go on, see what we want to do with him. Jonathan Jones could still play that number 3 role. I'm interested. Tyquan Thornton, of course, the not an expensive player, but at the same time, we haven't really utilized him much outside of special teams. Taki's for sure gone. David Andrews for sure gone. Jacoby Brissett we'll see about. And then for the most part, the rest of the guys are kind of like backup level talents. Patrick Ricard, let's actually just do this contract now. 1 year, 5.5. Got to keep him around. And the rest will be kind of a wait and see type of thing, I think. And then for the sliders, this is what we're rocking with on all Madden. I truly do believe, like, unless I'm like the greatest Madden player of all time, I truly do believe that my account might genuinely be broken. I check every single thing. It's always all Madden. I check the main screen. I check this screen. I check when we're actually in the game. It all says all Madden. But considering some of the responses I got from my slider video and some people just like the comments, it really feels like my sliders aren't working. They just either aren't working or, once again, I'm just like the greatest of all time. And we know for a fact that is not true. So I really do. I might actually hop on like a different account or something like that and like test these sliders and see if I get like destroyed or not. I'm not sure. But regardless, let's hop on in. And of course, if you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. Maybe leave the like on the video if you end up enjoying it. But let's hop into game 1 of 2. And speaking of the man that just, is he really old all of a sudden? The man of the hour, the guy that just got a dev up to X Factor automatically. Christian Gonzalez, 2 games, 4 picks. If there was anyone that did deserve to go straight to X Factor, I suppose it would be him. He actually kind of feels like he does deserve it. And here we are with a rain game. Very interesting because I actually said that we were going to try to hold them to under 200 yards, but we were going to put up 2 passing touchdowns in this one. So passing through the air in the rain could be a little bit of a problem, a little bit of slippage maybe, and we might want to run the ball more in general. But ultimately, I don't think this really affects us one way or the other when it comes to straight up winning. I think both teams have a pretty successful rushing game, so it's not like this is going to, give the edge to either side. And of course, we're going to find out what that offense is capable of with that rookie quarterback, because we will be kicking this thing off first. The rain is underway. Wonder if it's going to rain the entire time or it's going to chill out. Huge hit by Taki. Taki talked about replacing him and, just letting him go. And he's like, really? You want to do that? And honestly, the answer is yes. We kind of do. I don't really want to pay him. He's about to be 30. He's normal dev. There's not really much going on there. I think he's normal, right? Of course, through 2 games, actually not bad. Justice Kelly, 4 touchdowns, like 400 yards. That's pretty good averages, especially for, once again, a rookie player. As we're going to be bringing a blitz, Peppers is up. We're a little late to the fullback, and wow, what a risky throw in there. I mean, especially for only 3 yards. I think that was Mike Williams for 3. We're going to be bringing the blitz with Marcus Jones, who makes it look like we're going to be blitzing. are pressing, but at the same time, we pull up the safety. It's pretty obvious at that point. Try to go for the cutback, and surprisingly, Marcus Jones takes him on one-on-one. Also, two things. I'm not used to Jonathan Jones being in the slot, even though he's been there all season. One, that's Jonathan Jones. Two, Marcus Jones isn't on the team anymore. I keep forgetting. Oh, wow, wide open. I'm not going to change anyone. I'm going to get messed up. And that is the power of speed from Mr. Shaheed. The man gained about 30 on the play. It's a lot of yards. I mean, that's just, we had a guy trailing, and unfortunately, that's going to be, I think, Marcus Dial that is going to get beat on the play. I really, multiple times have called him Marcus Jones, even though I know for a fact that A, Jonathan's number is 31, and B, that Marcus is gone. I already knew this. Like, we let him go. We didn't want to pay him because he's just too short, and because of that, he was missing a lot of plays, and we had to go a different route, unfortunately. Of course, loss of 1, Breece Hall. Juwan Bentley going over the middle late, and he's going to throw that across his body, and Jelani Tavai is going to play it safe and just knock that thing out. 3rd and 11 now from the 48-yard line. Pretty good coverage. Let's go with Uche. Got Jelani Tavai going against Breece, so if it's a speed receiver play, oh, wide open, Conklin. And it's funny because I always talk about, well, you need a new tight end, and anytime I've ever played against Conklin, he's always had a really good game. So I don't know if I just have deja vu or like something more serious. Deja vu? What the hell? How does that even make any sense here? Like Alzheimer's or something? Like, the guy makes plays against us every time. He is allergic to taking L's. He really is. Jaheed's number always throws me off. Marte, I bumped him a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Double oh, wow. Can't believe that throw and timing was great, but Shaheed just didn't see it. I got to say, anytime I see Duggar in man coverage, it makes me a little scary. A little scared. Oh, quick throw to the outside. Oh, I got absolutely ankle snapped. I thought he's going to push outside because that's usually where players go, because obviously inside is back towards the other defenders. But I guess with that kind of thought process, he was able, let's go mid. He was able to actually, get way more yards than he would have on the outside. We're on the running back. We mace it, and there goes Conklin. We just talked about it. That's press man on a mid blitz. Didn't press him. Barely played man. All right, they got 5 wide. Man coverage is not great. I should have switched to the safety. And I don't know who we're on. Try to strip it to the 1. All right, if they're going to run the ball, we should have a good chance to stop them here. The rookie Beasley is in. And the fullback's going to get it, and he's not going to get it. Back to the 1-yard line, 3rd and goal. All right, this is a really, really long drive. 5 minutes and like 45 plays. They're going to run the blitz. We hesitate, and Breece will be denied. Back to the 1. Bringing the blitz. Do we run commit? Bring everyone up as much as possible. Outside. And he holds on. We played it perfectly. We didn't fall for the potential run, so we didn't run commit. We covered really well, but Shaheed, it was just all him that drive. And the Jets playing it risky, it works out. I mean, we're in literally about as good a coverage you can get. Like, I don't know how much better you could play than that. And they played that drive perfectly, speaking of. They had like 1 incompletion. They wasted 6 minutes. They wasted like almost the whole first. And Harper might erase it, and he will. The speed of Harper, the offense. This could be detrimental. This could be detrimental for the offense. They're going to go a whole quarter without playing. But Harper, with the speed, finally gets a crease and scores the touchdown. The offense will still not be able to come out there. But I don't think they mind one bit, especially in this weather. And they're going to run the ball, and they're going to get some pretty good blocks. Nice job, though, by Ojulari to limit him. But he's all 17 for 85 with a touchdown last week. Pretty good numbers. You can't blame me for thinking this was Marcus Jones. He's so tiny. Barmore gets beat, and wow. McKenzie making a play. It looks like we're going to be talking about the rookie class. Here it is. Oh, no, there is not. All right, we got to go Jelani because Garrett Wilson on the inside here is a problem. Trying to step up, and the curl route's wide open. Good tackle, McKenzie. But another first down. I mean, we mix it up. Almost every 3rd down, we've been running man coverage. So I figure you switch it up a little bit, run a little bit of zone. They should not run it here. Oh, we're late. Not as late as McKenzie on the ball. That'll be a damn near first down. Again, Garrett Wilson. Jets getting down the field a little bit quicker than last time. Not that it really matters. As long as you get down there, it's a win. Boy, did they in their first drive. Trying to spin with Uche. That's a wide open drag. Get out there. It's a fast guy. You can't let him have an inch. He'll take a mile. As one of their linemen, the center, Tippmann, one of their best linemen, is injured forearm, wrist area, and they're just taking him out. They're just going to take him to a regular hospital at this rate. He's going to run down the block. Is that Jelani? Let's revert. The rookie not going to get the play, and that could be picked, and it will be. Duggar is going to pick it off. First pick for this rookie, and we spin the wrong way. Duggar with a nice stiff arm, though. And that'll be a turnover. I'm not really sure where he's thrown that ball. A lot of time to throw, and he just forces it. And I skipped our O-line or our team intro because I forgot we haven't been on offense yet. I completely forgot. Run it back left, even though we don't have the tight end, and Ramondre is going to have a lot of room. Run off elite, looking good. And he's so good. Jalen Polk's at the 30, and DJ Reed still didn't know it was a run. That's crazy. I got some players up. Do we hike this? Yeah, why not? Yeah, we shouldn't have done it. I almost delivered that ball on that deep in, and it probably would have been picked. Smart to hold the ball, not smart to hike the ball. But it didn't really cost us too much. It only cost us 2 yards. We were near the line of scrimmage. And Baker not going to get that ball. Was that an us problem, or was it a little too early of a throw? Seen the press was good, but, you throw that ball on a good timing, and the press will never, press man will never be able to make that play. Fortunately, the ball wasn't good. Should have ran the ball. Speaking of the ball. Oh, wide open. I didn't see him, and that's going to be picked off. I don't know who that corner is, but he just made a great play. And it looked like Maddox. I thought it was. I didn't see him on the roster, though. And that's going to be interception. Our offense not looking much better than theirs just did. Interception for both sides that were kind of like blind reads. But looking back at the play, it looked like he was going to pass. He wasn't going to pass him off. He was going to take him. Look at that jump. He shimmies back into position and steals away the first down. Shahid, though, 4 touchdowns, 218 yards through 2 games. Pretty impressive. But yeah, looking back at this play, who did we have? The first down marker is, where even the hell is it? Doesn't even show it. Am I crazy? I don't even see the first down marker. It's 12 yards from the snap, though. The tight end maybe gets it if the blocks are perfect. Ramondre maybe gets it if the blocks are perfect. And I thought he was going to go with Polk. I should have known the way he wasn't falling. He wasn't running. He just had his freaking stance just there. He was still strafing. It was a 50-50 ball, but yeah, that's unfortunate. The fact that he wasn't running with him, that should have been a dead giveaway, and I just sold. Pepper stepping up. We're not going to get there in time. It's a good tackle, but it's still 3. We got our linebackers up, but we obviously have some undersized linebackers at some point. I can't believe he just got 4 yards there at some spots. Brees Hall only getting 2 yards per carry, though. That's a win for the defense so far. Man coverage. Got quick height. That's going to be a tough one. Holds on its inches. I go for this, especially in the rain. We're going to be bringing the blitz, but we're not going to, sell out for it. We're going to be bringing man. Oh, I'm stuck on him. It doesn't matter. Shahid on the inside. First down. Zipped it in there. That was just not challenging at all. We could have at least made it seem like we were going to stop him. Not even close. Marte stepping up. And it will be. Oh, we did a really good job of this. The DT's not there. Terrible angles. One that beats. Huge hit. Bounces off into the end zone. Brees Hall. Pure speed. Great blocking and speed. Our DT Roberson didn't get off the block. He was so close. We had a bad angle. Huge hit by Duggar. Even though it looked like the boomstick worked, he just bounces off of it and scores. Yeah, there was opportunity here. Oh, it wasn't even Roberson. It was Mapu. Can't really blame him then. Oh, Roberson was there, actually. Got to dive for him there, man. And then we have a guy fighting this. Release. Come on, Jonathan Jones. I'm going to start calling you Marcus. Just release, and it's a holding call. Oh, that's brutal. Thornton. Deep return. Going to take it all the way back to the 38. That was just, smooth running. To the outside, I really don't know the ability of Hassan Reddick. Does he have no outsiders, anything like that? If he does, then this run's going to be dead in the water. And I don't think he does, but he still has a pretty good play as we only gain a yard. Short out for Douglas, maybe open up that slant. It's going to be a tough one, and we hit the line. 3rd and 9. Ironically enough, talking about, the sliders, they don't really work for us like everyone else's, and this is actually our worst game we've played. I'm going to take the tight end early this time. And Faulkner, who's not the best after the catch, does a pretty good job there. I don't like that handoff, so I'm going to go with this pass. Come on, Ramondre. Holds on as he does. Stiff arm with ease to the 36. Beautiful play. All right, looking for, kind of a shot if possible. Curl route was open for a moment. Throw it away. Just floated it out there. Thought maybe we could outrun him. Couldn't. Let's run the ball. We got a couple of linebackers up, but our blocking has been usually pretty good on these inside zones, which it will be here. Couldn't really bounce it to the right. Figured outrun that DT that could have stopped us for minimal gain and just get what you can. I also don't know how I feel about this. If we double team Quinnen, I'll feel good about the fake out. Pat Ricard. Not sure they're going to fall for Pat Ricard and going out for a route. And that worked out really nicely. We're going for the home run play. Stevenson will gain a bunch. First down. Looking for those deep looks. I mean, they're pretty much all over this. As Douglas holds on and throws the guy down for 3. At least we're having a decently sustained drive for now. Got that outside run, and wow! Cole Strange got smoked by Quinnen. I thought we had enough room to cut back there, and we just didn't. If they step up on Douglas, Maddox that is, it's going to be a quick throw to Baker, I think. Quick throw to Baker. Stepped up on Maddox, that's all I said. If he doesn't drop out to Baker, we're getting that quick throw in, and that's probably our quickest, best read, really, of the season, honestly. Like, we located the opening immediately, and being behind on that down and distance is, that was crucial. Double slants. And that's a tough throw. It's going to be dropped by Baker, though. That time went for a rack catch because I thought we had the touchdown. And instead of the touchdown, we have an incompletion. This play looks pretty good, kind of like a levels type of scheme almost. And that's a really good step up by Maddox, who's made a couple of nice plays this game, including the pick. But we do get that one this time for a gain of 6. Quick slants turn into a inside zone because they're not really ready for it. And yeah, I'm not really sure why they gave us that, but we will take it. They'll have a chance before half to re-extend the lead. But for now, pending an extra point, we should tie this up. Of course, there really wasn't much specialness to this. They just didn't bring the personnel that they needed to. 1:35 before halftime. See if the defense can tighten up. And okay coverage, but a bad throw. All right, 2nd and 10. Oh, I don't know if I like the matchups across the board. Yeah, I actually love the matchups across the board, except for the fact that he switched off, and the ball's behind Conklin. 3rd and 10. All right, bringing that press. Bring Duggar up. He's got Conk. He doesn't have Conklin, apparently, and they're going to just take this into halftime, they think. I'm not really sure the thought process there. No matter what they do, we have the clock on our side, so Jets kind of making a mistake there. The bad throw and then into the bad decision. 1:22 in the second. We have a chance to put up some points. Oh, my. And Harper, maybe I should have just outran to the outside, but nobody blocks him. Go with the screen pass. Stevenson. And we can't get it off. We had to wait just enough because I think it was Maddox on the blitz. Somebody was near the running back. Somehow didn't see the screen, thankfully, but we throw that early enough, and maybe he does. Maybe he jumps that ball, sees the motion for the quarterback, whatever it is. It's not looking great. And we just about to throw to Faulkner or that deep in, and Quinnen Williams gets the pressure for the sack. Did they call a timeout? Now it looks like we're going to be the idiots that are going to run the ball thinking we're going to take this to halftime. How the tables have turned. Ironically enough, the sliders of all the days to work is the moment I call them out. Love it. Look at Jonathan Jones. Going to just go for the safe tackle at the 37-yard line. They got time now to, go for the score as Beasley looks injured. That's not good. Well, I guess that decision about who starts at middle linebacker might get a little easier going forward. They might not have an option. Step on the running back. It's going to go over to Williams. Really good job by us. That was a basically no man's land play. He's a torn labrum. We just talked about it. Potentially going to move him up over Bentley maybe, but yeah, that's gone. That is 100% gone. Let's go Uche. Can't get off the line. And we're just not on Tyler Conklin. Him getting that much yards after the catch inside like that is pretty disgusting. And he makes the move inside, and McKenzie isn't going to get it. It's going to be a 4-yarder, which also leads out of bounds. Bring up McKenzie a little bit. Mapu in the inside. And we got to get over there. I think he gets out of bounds again. Another 4 yards. Jelani on the inside. I think I know this play. I don't know this play. Get over there, Jones, and we're not going to get him. It's another first down and out of bounds. I mean, I want to protect the end zone, but yeah, I was gonna go for the blitz, but now we got to protect this end zone. We drop. Get over there. Nice swat. Gonzalez. I don't know if he had the pick, but I just wanted to make sure that that was not caught. Good D. Trying to bait them out with peppers, make them think that kind of streak is open. And he's going to throw outside, and that's a bad catch. That may cost points, and it will. 19-second runoff. We're going to go to halftime all tied up. Huge mistake catching that ball. He should have swatted that thing down. 14 all. Our ball. Not our best work, but, the rain's affecting us. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to blame the rain. And here we are, the Miami Dolphins versus the Carolina Panthers. You have the Carolina Panthers winning 6-0. Miami, what is going on this season? 2 for 13 for Tyreek in the first half. A-Chain, 13 yards on 5 carries. Really just not looking good. The Chargers versus the Texans. And you have the Texans taking care of business. Both teams 0-2, but it looks like the Texans will not continue their losing streak. Halftime, it's still early in that game, but looking promising. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns, a little division rivalry. Very close. 7-7 matchup between two 1-1 teams. Both quarterbacks looking great. Run games, not the best, but Chubb a little bit better than Henry. Speaking of run games, Breece Hall, left side, biggest play of the game for a touchdown. Just outrunning our whole team, and then right at the end, tanking the hit stick into the end zone. Their quarterback on 4th and 1, 4th and goal, whatever. Clutching up as well there, and just with that, keeping this game all tied up. We're going to defend medium while going inside on the ground. Remember, one of our touchdowns was a kick return touchdown. So right now, our offense is severely struggling. And I'm not sure how that helps us, but it was kind of cool. We gained 4, and before they decided to step up hard like this, I was going to run it again. I was like, you know what? We usually run, and then we go away. That took so long, but it will get there. Faulkner gets the first down. He's been open a couple of times. We just haven't been able to get the ball to him, really. Pressure has gotten there just as someone's getting open. That's a tough one. As Faulkner and Chuck Clark, a close 50-50 battle. Thought they were going to go underneath. I mean, they're mixing it up well. And we're going to try to bounce this. Ramondre showing off speed, though. Stiff arm with ease for 13. I really thought Maddox, who has seemingly lost a slight step in pure speed, would have had him. Ramondre catching him off guard. Misleading speed. Got outs with the post look. And Baker overruns it, and it will be incomplete. I mean, Sauce was off. We're in trouble. I got to throw this to the tight end, who, I mean, if it wasn't for the weather, maybe gets us field goal range, but I don't think we can this time. It's going to be another punt. Hoping for a decent punt. It's pretty good. He's going to let it bounce, which could be a mistake. Inside the 5, Behringer. What a punt. That guy's losing his mind back there in the crowd. I think you got to apply the pressure. You got to keep them in here. We need this ball back. Try to swat it, and that is our guy. Wow, he made that look so easy. And he's going to stay up to the 23-yard line. And we brought that much heat. Brought even the guy that we were supposed to be covering with. And we still got stonewalled against an average line with an injury. Like, I'm not really sure what it says. The tight end chips Uche. Tavai takes so long to get there. We try to jump up. This is a one-hander. That's filthy, by the way. That was way too smooth for a tight end of any of their calibers, let alone the backup. And huge hit by Jelani, a loss of 1. Jelani is no joke. He would be one of the guys that I would want high up there for breakout candidate. Want him sticking around as long as possible at a high level, and we need Duggar one-on-one, who doesn't bring him down, but then finishes it after the broken tackle. We might have looked like we got beat with Jelani there, but really, we held him in place for as long as possible to get some help. Uche, unfortunately, it's going to be another first down to Tyler Conklin. Nobody can cover this guy. And obviously, the best guy when it comes to athleticism to do it is injured. Beasley, out with a torn labrum. Oh, that could be picked, and it is. That is what every quarterback does wrong against this team. And of all the players to do it against, Christian Gonzalez. All that speed, all that instinct. And what looked like a promising drive to take the lead is going to be a pick six resulting change of lead. Christian Gonzalez, easy as pie, and that's going to always be intercepted. Now, the X Factor in the zone. Oh, Uche. We got outran. Oh, what a chase down. It will be a loss as well. Uche will get a credit for a sack there. Beautiful. Bring the blitz. Barmore. Swat. Couldn't get it. And Christian Gonzalez, who's in the zone. Press man, by the way, with his ability. Couldn't stop Brees. Kind of puts into perspective how good of a game Jelani Tavai is having in coverage against him. And Christian Gonzalez is really not doing super well while in the zone. That time, can't really say that it really mattered for his ability because we were in zone coverage there, but the other ones definitely should have done better. To the outside, and Brees, I mean, he's getting strung out. Gets maybe a yard, but really good defending. We got the mid look, but we're going to try to fake him out. Go with Duggar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And the quarterback's going to fumble the ball. It's going to be picked up by Ojulari. We hesitated on, I don't even know who it was, the tight end, the back, whoever. Might have been a touchdown. The quarterback doesn't see it. We get the sack fumble, and this one could be over. Jets quarterback panicking, even though he had just enough time to deliver something, and loses it. I mean, we're doing whatever we can to win. It's really the defense, which has been the case all season long. The defense taking the ball away has been the difference. But in the rain, proud to see our guys not, like, drop it, really. Let's get that motion crosser. Faulkner on the block and release. Can we get it in behind? It's going to be a tough one. It's a little behind him, and Baker will hold on to the 29. Beautiful play. This play's always hit or miss, but why not? Why not have a little bit of fun with it? Why is it the fullback, though? Is it not supposed to be like the tight end? I mean, whatever you say. Drag out that drag, speaking of. And that could be a touchdown. Polk, it's a little behind him, but he holds on, falling backwards. That too. You already knew he wanted the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there. Looking at stick. I think they actually probably have this pretty well covered, but if we can scramble, we might be able to make a play. We go to the tight end. It's overthrown. What a dog crap ball. That's us. We must have held that ball too long. That is really bad. That's a touchdown. He's open. And Ramondre tries to bounce it. Doesn't get in. Denied at the 1. I think maybe it's time to see what the hype is about Pat Ricard. And he gets in with ease. Touchdown, Patriots. That could be the dagger. Pat Ricard, the big fella. Look at him go. And then on top of it, with their choking, it's now 3rd and 10. Pressing. We're beat a little bit, but not really, as Tavai's going to easily pick that off, and this rookie quarterback is in shambles. Run again. We're going to bounce it out. We're a little delayed, but Stevenson will find it. Home run hitter. All the way to the 17-yard line. Goes over 100 with that run. Maybe even put up another touchdown if we want. Not really super open. Another truck move. That ability is crazy. Let's actually pass the ball. I think they're going to think run. And I'm going to think run. And you got to be joking me. Drake May, can he catch him? He can't. Wow, they're going to have a chance. I actually was about to throw the ball away because I was like, you know what? I have a couple of looks here. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to throw it away. And somehow that happens. Somehow this happens. How do you have an empty hand on that? That's insane. Sure, we were a tad late. You had a couple looks. Probably should have taken this. I thought when they stepped out, I kind of looked to the other reads, which apparently not too well. Kind of just panicked in the pocket for nothing. You had a couple of looks back. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw this away. How are you empty-handing this, though? Like, just throw that away, my dude. More interceptions for Drake May. Lovely stuff. And we whiff the onside. They actually have a chance. It's one. There's no genuine way that this is possible. I actually don't understand. It's a deep look. Finish this off. Good hit, at least. But to say, come on, Christian, finish this. I really just can't believe that the game has come down to this. They actually get the onside kick. Or really good coverage of Tavai. Duggar blasts Shaheed. That's back-to-back hits where Shaheed just died, I think. Defense is kind of heating up a little bit, but all the attempts in the world to continue going. And, wow, that's a really good throw, but dropped! 4th and 10, how? We're bringing a blitz. We're bringing a little bit of a blitz. I'm going to be bringing in Tavai. I'm a little late. Never mind. Oh, he slipped! Wow, back-to-back mistakes by the Jets after a miracle onside kick. And we're going to hold on. Shaheed just absolutely sold. I'm not, no. Hit the bed, I guess. I don't know. Drake May, is there really anything to look at here? I mean, I'm not really sure what we're, what are we hyping up? A couple interceptions? It's kind of dumb that they're showing this at the same time, though, because, to be fair, the game's over. We won. We hold on, though. 35-28. Man, oh, man. What a close one. We win by 7. A couple of big mistakes in that game could have easily turned this thing into a disaster. The onside kick, I really couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe it. Christian Gonzalez, once again, proving why he's an X factor, why he deserves that X factor. Couple of big defensive plays. The offense was just not good. We had a kick return touchdown that got us a score. There it is. And then a pick 6. It's without those, we don't even come close to winning this game. Multiple turnover forces. The defense carried us hard without a doubt. Let's take a look at those numbers, though. Look, just terrible. 145 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kelly, though, with 3 interceptions. Ramondre did his thing. Of course, Pat Ricard with a touchdown, a fumble for May and Kelly, both quarterbacks. Looking at the, was the other one a fumble, not a pick? I'll take it, I guess. Any little mini win we can take. Faulkner had a couple of plays, despite us also missing some open plays with him. 2 sacks for Uche, which is great. Roberson with a sack, Quincy Williams, and Reddick with sacks. Interceptions for Maddox, Gonzalez, Tavai, and Duggar. And just a bunch of extra points for the kickers. Bunch of upgrades for a bunch of great players. Kind of want to just get, because we do stiff arm quite a bit, I want to just get that to 90 plus. Can we get that? Come on, Stevenson, please. I'll take 2 trucking, though, as well, a 93 truck. I wonder what the difference between, 91 and 93 truck are. Because he basically trucks everyone anyways. I just want that stiff arm to 91. Or just 90, really. Gonzalez, let's keep going man coverage, I suppose. Press man is usually our kind of saving grace when we really need to stop, so that's what I would want us to be the best at. And then Christian Barmore, who's really not done a whole lot, especially at the start of this season. Gets an upgrade point, hoping for the best. 2 to power move, 1 to finesse. Not really exactly the type of upgrade I was hoping for, but an upgrade nonetheless. And then we had a new injury, unfortunately, which is going to add Beasley to the torn labrum club. Another 4-week injury. Obviously 1 week removed from Onwenu. DB Breakout, he got to get some XP. He had a couple of deflections and a pick. Not sure why they didn't learn from last week to not throw my way, but hopefully the couple times I broke up the pass helped them learn. Good stuff. You're one of the best defenders in this league, so I'm sure they'll learn soon enough. Keep it up. 2 pass deflection. He gets 3 to man coverage, 3 to zone, and 3 to tackle, plus 2,500 XP. Christian Gonzalez had himself a week. He's just getting better and better as it goes. Look at these upgrades. That's ridiculous. He's now 88 man, 86 zone. We already knew he was one of the better corners in the league, and he just needed some time to show it, but damn, son. Let him cook. Also, I kind of always sell this, but do we have any reveals of devs? They played in training camp. Faulkner, I maybe didn't even notice that at the start. Faulkner is star development traits. Harper we don't know about yet. What about McKenzie? McKenzie's star as well. And I think that was it, right? So all of our hiddens other than... Oh, Blackwell was a superstar. Did we know this? Was this... There's no way I didn't notice it. Half of these guys must have just got this, right? Superstar tackle. That's clutch. Of course, it'll take a while still for him to develop, but that's amazing. And of course, we don't really, like I said, know about Harper, but everyone else was, star dev. I kind of thought maybe McKenzie would have been superstar, but star dev's great anyways. Yeah, they probably were revealed, and it just completely, went right past my head. But yeah, fair enough. Let's take a look at our focus scouting. Let's see what we got. So each region, wide receiver is the focus. So, well, it's not the focus, but it will be the focus. Then we have central, right tackle, wide receiver. I mean, I guess outside linebacker, even if it's not the strength, that's the strength of our guy, sort of. Left tackle, so we're going to go tackle for this. And then southeast, we have cornerback, which don't even really need technically, but why not? Never know. Get a decent number 3. Have the best trio in the league. Regardless of that point, though, I think we've taken care of everything we needed to. Let's head on to week 4 against a very talented roster in the Philadelphia Eagles. No player of the week, no breakouts, no storylines, but a 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles team that is concerning. But let's actually officially take a look at those players of the week. Josh Allen and Daquan Jones, with the NFC sides Dak Prescott and Boye Mafe winning the weekly awards. Let's take a quick gander, though, at how the Eagles have played at this point. Kind of see their tendencies, if you will. Of course, interceptions. We have thrown quite a bit this year to start. Couple of unlucky, couple of bad reads, couple of just whatever. Jalen Hurts is yet to throw an interception. Saquon Barkley's playing pretty well. A.J. Brown and company, pretty solid. Defensively, are they a solid bunch? They should be on paper. 2 sacks for Devin White. Not really getting much base pressure, it seems. And then interceptions, Nakobe Dean with 2. Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean with a pick apiece. No injuries for the Eagles. Let's take a quick look at that full-on roster. As obviously, it seems like there's a couple of changes to that team. And I'm curious to see what they added/lost, because obviously with a team as good as they are starting, you only assume that it's downhill from there just because of contract issues. But Jalen Hurts looking really solid. Saquon Barkley, obviously amazing. Wide receivers, best duo in the league, debatably. Obviously have some Miami Dolphin question marks. But with Tyler Lockett, maybe the best trio. Christian Watson on their team, best quad, debatably. Tight end, Dallas Goedert's pretty good. And then they went with a rookie Boyd, who's really athletic. So interesting look there. Mailata's great. Dickerson's great. Jurgens is meh. Right guard is meh. Right tackle is meh, but he's a youngster, so they have potential for once. Left end is brutal, though. Let me tell you that much. Morgan Fox, not the best. Josh Sweat's still good enough. Definitely regressing, but still good enough. Jalen Carter's one of the best DTs in the league, and they don't have Jordan Davis, which is interesting. Jalen's Hunt is, I guess, an edge rusher for them. And then middle linebackers, Nakobe Dean and Drew Sanders. So a lot of different names on this squad. They don't seem to know what scheme they're running. Things are getting wild. Free safety's really good. Strong safety's Curvy Joseph was really good. New names, but for the most part, pretty good still. Their pass rush unit definitely took a little bit of a hit, but is still a really solid squad across the board. With that being said, though, I don't feel great about running inside against them, but looking at their offense first, they're a top 10 offense, simply put. They run the ball a little bit more. I would say inside run, obviously the tush push, you got to worry about that kind of stuff. And then as far as defensively goes, they're a middle-of-the-pack defense. A little surprised by that. If we're going to run, it's going to be an outside run, so I think that's what we're going to be focused on, stretch-type plays. Let's get our strategy done, our practice done, and head on into the game, unless we have some upgrades that we need to take care of. And Drake May, it seems like it's been a little while since he's had an upgrade, but obviously already so good, and we have been making a couple of mistakes lately. Doesn't really matter then. 86 overall with the field general upgrade. Mid-accuracy, throw on the run. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you get much throw power upgrades this year, which, once again, fair enough, because, right, like, you shouldn't really be changing the base athletic ratings, if you will, of each player. Like, the throw power shouldn't really change. Speed really shouldn't change. Like, how do you get stronger and faster as you get older when you're already in your prime? I don't know. And then we have a press conference. Media availability. Let's take a look at this. Trying to think of what this could be. Mistakes from Drake May, maybe? Christian Gonzalez is goated. Some things. Got lucky last week? I don't know. See what they got to talk about. Drake May and how he's played at this point. Ooh, I don't know. He's turned the ball over a lot. In your opinion, what has he done well so far this season? Completion percentage? Avoiding sacks? I don't know, dude. I really don't know. We disagree, probably, right? His stats haven't been that impressive. Okay. Okay, your player is a team player, so he's going to let this one go. There's no consequence. Okay. I don't really know what I would say. So let's take a look at his numbers then. So what would I actually say there? Completion percentage is 64, which is probably bottom of the league. 64% would put him, I mean, really low, right? There's not many quarterbacks that are much lower than him. That's like middle of the pack, so you can't say completion percentage is the thing. He's only gotten sacked 3 times through, what is that, 3 games now? That's not bad. 1 sack a game is pretty good. He's turned the ball over quite a bit. 4 interceptions. He's fumbled once. What was the other one? Yards per attempt? Yards per attempt is at 8.2. I don't think that's even at the top of the list either. So he's just not playing well. There was no option for that. I guess his yards per attempt were decently high. Maybe I should have done with that, actually. And here we are, the Clash of Conferences. We're just yapping at this point. You could have said literally the Super Bowl rematch. But no, let's call it the Clash of Conferences. Of course, both teams are undefeated, so there is some truth to that, you know, both representing highly of each respective conference. But regardless, a little bit more history than that as of recent years. Of course, a little bit of a different story weather-wise. Last game we played, obviously, was a rainy one. It was a disaster. The field was just disgusting. This one, basically perfect weather, right? You got a lot of sun coming in. No rain in sight to me. I mean, the clouds are kind of scattered. Nothing going on there. And, yeah, we need it to be the case because they have a lot of firepower. This is going to be a tough team to stop. I mean, they've got really good wide receivers. They got a solid tight end. They got a great running back, great quarterback, great offensive line. I mean, if Lane Johnson was still here, we might as well just, like, send the card in that says we're not even going to play. But with no Lane Johnson, maybe we got a chance. Maybe Uche, who had 2 sacks last week, can capitalize. But here we go with the kickoff. They're going to be getting the ball first. We try to hit him, and he hurdled into a hit from Antonio Gibson. That's going to set them up, not in great field position, but Jalen Hurts, if there's anyone that can drive him down the field, regardless of where they're starting, it's going to be him. 0 interceptions so far. I mean, ask the Jets rookie quarterback how that ended his game, because he's not going to have a season that ends in 0 interceptions now, I'll tell you that much. Of course, McKenzie, he hasn't been spectacular, but for the most part, he's done more good than bad, and that's really all that matters. As free rush, Uche, loss of 3. We're there with the linebacker as well. What a play. And it is Gonzalez against Devontae. I mean, you can't really match best on best because they got 2 bests. As Roberson gets there, doesn't bring him down in time, and that's going to be a good 8 yards gain to set up a 3rd and manageable. Or some people in the math world call the number 5. Saquon out wide. Definitely a really good receiver. Uche trying to get that push. Nobody on the receiver, Devontae Smith, for another catch and a 1st down. All right, we got Marte Mapu. Trying to creep over to the tight end. Try to bait him out. Couldn't, and we're not there for the hit stick. Devontae Smith again to the 45 this time. From the 45-yard line. Move Duggar over. And there goes Saquon. Not going to really do a whole lot there. We're going to give up 6. Saquon last week, not great. 13 for 53, 0 touchdowns. From the 40-yard line, Jalen Hurts. Motion. We're going to cover that. He gets beat. No, he doesn't. Dial with a recovery. A little bit of DB playing there from Tyler Lockett, I think that is. Wow, Dial really dialed it in. I mean, he looked like, I would have thought pre-snap or, short post-snap, that was going to be open as well, and he recovered nicely, step for step. Motion again. They're going to do the exact same, and this time Dial will catch it, and just like we thought, Jalen Hurts will throw a pick this game. Really good coverage. Marcellus Dial. Another motion that we recover on perfectly. He throws it to the end zone, maybe he has a chance, but back-to-back same looks to Lockett, and back-to-back basically same results. We wanted to focus on stretch running, so we're going to do that here. Wow, the running back completely sold. He gets pushed forward, though. The running back, the receiver, Ramondre, not the best week. He was running a couple of 4-yard carries, 5-yard carries, and then he broke out a couple of big runs, and obviously statistically looks great. Jalen Carter, I mean, they got a lot of players to go with the play action. See if we get enough time to throw it. And we will, as Baker is wide open. Super late hit to the 39-yard line, a 1st down. Got Faulkner right down the middle of the field. Let's see what he can get up to. And we're going to take off with Drake May. It's been a while since we scrambled with him, and he's going to gain 13 yards. It's tough. He's got speed. He is deceptively fast. Tight end Faulkner. It's a little underthrown, but he catches it to the 6. The ball is in a spot that, you know, it's catchable. That's all that matters. It's really not all that matters, but that's what I'm going to say it is. It's all that damn matters, baby. Douglas, motion. Oh, spin, can't. Instant death. Devin White. Run back left and couldn't even get enough space to make it decent. Play action to the tight ends. It's going to be a tough one. Polk, easy face catch. Is that Cooper DeJean? Absolutely torched. Great throw, great route, great catch. First blood. You know, remember last week against an inferior team to this Eagles team, mind you, struggled mightily on offense, especially early. So getting that, oh, nice move by Jalen Hurts, who's going to take a hit for 8 yards, you know. Just slow start, but better this time. Weather could arguably be playing a factor. Duggar going to go with the press. Oh, we got beat. We got beat. Not as bad as Gonzalez did. First down, Devontae. And it doesn't take much as Devontae Smith is in the zone. Who's on who? Bring Jabril up. We're not selling anything. We're just going straight to the guy. And there goes Lockett, who finally gets thrown to without an interception looming. I also don't know what to feel about Jones on Devontae, but what can you do? Ooh, Lord. Actually, what are we doing? Can't get over there, and it's pretty good coverage. All right, I mean, that out is a little dangerous. Man, I don't like when they do this. Oh, once again, to that outside. Good strip attempt to the 26-yard line. First down. Bring in a blitz. Move him over. Duggar. Stepping up. Have to run over there. Oh, that could be picked. Ooh. A.J. Brown playing DB there as McKenzie had a chance. Is that Jelani manned up? Yeah, no thank you. It's not favorable anyways playing in that hook, but it's better than man up. Spin move doesn't work. There's nobody there as Devontae makes another play. End of the quarter. The Eagles have finally found a little bit of a stride here for the potential tie drive. Got the single high. Not that there's much room to run. Let's get a press on Devontae because it's not really working out as is. Oh, or not. We're out there, though. It's not a great route by him either. We're going to step up with Jones. We miss hard, though. Jalen Hurts to the 3. The guy's got strong legs. Not an easy guy to bring down. Shift him over because it could be a counter left. It won't be. Fade. Gonzalez. Good D. Almost swatted it right back to A.J. Brown, though. Went for the pick, and, you know, it looked like he was going to go for it, and then he just last second swatted. Second and goal from the 3. We got a lot of players up because it just doesn't take much. Inside handoff without the help, and, you know, it's free for Saquon. Oh, no, he's going to scramble. He breaks the tackle and spins into the end zone. I think we played that pretty well. And unfortunately, the guy that had a chance at him just didn't finish the tackle, and Jalen will tie it up with the scramble. You're looking back at this thing, was it Barmore? It was tough, in fairness. Barmore was doing everything to get into the quarterback, and then, you know, worst time possible. He got a grab, but one-armed, it's tough. Got to say, though, Philly needed that. They really needed that. As, I mean, we're just not getting the return chance with Harper, who is, I mean, kick returner 1, you know? As Thornton gets to the 26-yard line. Polk with a touchdown. It's only a 9-yarder, but a touchdown's a touchdown. Add it to the many he's had so far in the league. Very short career so far, and yet a lot of them. To the tight end. Faulkner overthrown a little bit, it seems like, but Faulkner handled it with class. Faulkner has been really dependable, though. Like, he's caught pretty much every tough catch. Stevenson, we're just going to go for that first down. Didn't really have that chance at the outside end of the field. Got the first down. That's all I care about. With the double drag, Polk on the outside. Can't hurry up enough. Obviously, he's just kind of fading over there anyways. Douglas, wide open. A little underthrown, but gets a block from Faulkner. It's still a huge gainer to the 45-yard line. Got that little zig from Douglas. Faulkner out there. There's nobody on Stevenson, who will show off that stiff arm a little bit to the 34, and the first down will be gained. Got the action. Got a little motion here from Douglas pre-snap. Could open up Baker to the end zone. It's not going to. It's going to open up Douglas underneath, who is going to fight for about 8 or 9. 100 yards and a touchdown for Drake May. I mean, it's not been, you know, the most elite performance of all time, but it's Still a game that he's on par to beat his last game, which once again isn't really hard to do. Faulkner, talking about catching all the hard ones. Not really hard, but a little behind him. Good first down. Right, got that shallow look. Actually, we're going to run this. Yeah, it looked too free not to. And trying to take on the double team truck. Gains 8. I'm not saying that, Stevenson slowed down, but feels like it's harder to get to those spots. And wow, that's a wide open Polk. And I don't know if we just got excited because we've seen how open he was, but we missed him. The read was there. I saw it. I believed in it. Douglas could score. Douglas trying, can't reach the ball out to the 1. See if we can trick him with Ricard. Can we just turn this into a straight up run? Instead of getting Ricard out of the play, just let him be a lead block. Why not? It's too easy. Can't even call it a late hit, but it felt late because it was like, you're not going to stop him, but whatever. Huge answer drive. We'll regain the lead. You bring in the blitz. I'm actually going to use Uche. We actually had a little bit of luck with him last time. It's all right. We keep getting chipped by the tight end, and I don't know what happened there, but that will be an incomplete pass and a punt coming for the Eagles. A little surprised, though, that we are equal to the Eagles in overall. We're kind of proving that we are in a way. Where's the wheel? Can you not run a wheel from this? Free rush, but, we're going to see that every day. And, of course, the one time we don't get that free truck move to run through it, guys, when we had all the space in the world. Free rush doesn't matter because you're not covering the running back. It's free. Speaking of free rush, there you go. Nice spin move. Can't believe he took a dive like that. It's a big dude spinning. How are you not reacting time? 3 for 3, 36 yards through the air for Stevenson. A season ago, the #1 receiving back. A lot of short plays, obviously, but still, the stuff he did after the catch was pretty spectacular. And, of course, shout out to us watching highlights and whatnot while the clock runs. Oh, we're out of time. That's a lot to ask for, and thankfully it doesn't lead to a pick. Last time we did something like that, it was picked off. Sometimes we just believe a little too hard that we can make the play. At the same time, most of the time, we prove that we can. He's open enough. Pretty good coverage, but a better throw to the 16. Drake May. The corner strike. Polk, it's overthrown. 2 touchdowns to the left side now with Polk, and we've just missed them both. Once again, I think it probably is my fault. I don't really know. That one's a little bit better than the last one, but I'm going to give it to him again, and this time it will be perfect. Great footwork, and we'll have a 2-possession lead, potentially headed into halftime. All right, we got cover 4. Kind of playing shallow for cover 4, but it's fine. A little bit of PI. Leave the running back open. Also left the tight end open. Great tackle. All right. Kind of got a shallow look. Good tackle. Going to get him a couple. Kind of playing D. We got the single high, so there is a chance to get over top on us. We're on him. We're a little late, though. And A.J. Brown, I thought he was going to stay inside the way he was playing that, and he actually goes out late. This is usually when on cue that the quarterbacks make a mistake. Not going to be the case. Oh, wow, we miss hard. Can he save the timeout? Is he going to hurry up? What are you going to do? Let's go man coverage. Back the safeties off. Should be able to protect the end zone with this. I hope. Leave the running back open, and he goes to, wow, A.J. Brown, who just trucked right over us. And they're going to go for the field goal smartly, so it'll be an 11-point game, which is not easy to come back from. It's better, easier than 14, obviously. Not going for the block because that's the perfect time to go for something. Fake field goal, baby. And it'd be kind of crazy to give this ball to Harper. Let's be real. That's exactly what they're going to do with 3 seconds left. Guy's got speed. Nice spin move. That was filthy. It didn't really mean anything, but god damn, he's fun to watch. As we will have that 11-point lead in halftime with ball, I believe. Looking pretty competitive right now against the Eagles of all teams. Of course, they're a team that's always had really good talent, but coaching staff arguments to be made about, are they underperforming? And a lot of times, yeah, the answer is rightfully so. Yes, they are. Miami did end up winning last week, which, of course, will give them a 2-1 start on the season. They are 13-3 right now over the Bills at halftime. Miami Dolphins looking at 3-1. Dallas Cowboys versus the Atlanta Falcons. Dallas taking care of business 2-1, 21-7 at halftime. The Falcons staring at 0-4 to start this season. And then you have the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. Division rivalry matchup there. A much closer game, 14-all, as the clock is dwindling in that first half. Looking at the highlights of this game, not really anything crazy going on. Really good rollout, throwback across the Polk. And yeah, I mean, I agree. I didn't really think there was much highlights in that first half. As Jake Elliott will be kicking this thing deep. I don't know how that happened. Get out of my way. Oh, that worked out almost. That was filthy. Just the acceleration after the spin took too long. Stevenson on the season, 299 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not bad. Threw 3.5. That's not terrible. It's really not. Let's go left. About 100 yards a game in theory. And there goes Ramondre. About 11. I mean, he's goated. He's got really good ratings. This last time we ran this, it was so long ago. It might have even been last season. It got us in trouble. Oh! Wide open Baker! Perfect throw! Blown defense! Massive start to the second half. Was yapping about how it got us in trouble last year. Didn't this time. Was looking at Henry and I was like, hey, he's not really that open. And then I looked across like, oh. But Baker is. The young corner's getting toasted. Is that Duggar one-on-one against A.J. Brown? I don't know if I like that. Quick throw underneath. Pretty good blocking, actually. Oh, wow. He caught on a dime. Didn't know Dallas Goedert had that in him. To the 50. Actually got the cornerbacks on their top 2 wide receivers this time, which is nice to see. Saquon in motion. That's Jelani's job. Spin didn't work. And Dallas Goedert's cooking again. He could score. One-on-one tackle. Breaks the tackle. And man, Beasley could not have been injured at a worse time, as Bentley looking really bad right now. Can't really bench him because who even starts then? We don't really have anyone athletic enough to take over regardless. Jalen Hurts from the 8. They need a touchdown. It's going to be a quick throw. And Dallas Goedert's going to finish what he started, isn't he? Nope, down to the 1. Damn. Go with some press blitz coverage. Getting there with Duggar. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Mapu got destroyed. Marte Mapu was tricked. Jalen Hurts' second rushing touchdown of the game. Either way, it'll be our ball. Drake May kind of heating up a little bit. You know, off to a kind of cold start this year, but this game against a pretty good defense, he's actually looking pretty damn good. And of course with that, we're going to be throwing our first pick. So get ready. Trap play at Ramondre. Blocking's always been pretty good. Nice truck stiff. Gain of 11 or 12. You can kind of see pre-snap. Like they got 3 actual down linemen. Like how do we not gain yards here? I mean, to be fair, we probably should have gained more. He's not down. Oh, his knee hit. 4 yards gain. We got 11 points for a lead. So we can keep running the ball a little bit if we want. Get that clock going. Oh, you didn't expect it, did you? When do you see Ramondre juke move? Gains 4 on it. With that +2 to speed because of the staff, it's really unfair. 91 speed with the talent he brings is kind of crazy. A little voice crack there as Ramondre cracks the defense for another first down. The craziest part is, coming out of, immersion mode, the best part of doing these recordings is because I don't drink water very often. When I do hit it, it's like pure crack cocaine. And we cut way too hard there, but Ramondre still gains 2 or 3. You can tell by the third or fourth quarter, it's starting to get real dry and whatnot. Uh-oh. Ooh, Cooper DeJean actually made a really distinctive play. It's a lot to ask for. We got Faulkner. Got a couple of plays here I like. Wide open. Perfect throw. Baker. Try to spin, couldn't, to the 38-yard line. Good find. I don't know why they're blitzing us. That's usually when we cook. Screen pass. They do kind of have some players out there. 5 down linemen. They do not want our run game to beat them. Screen pass is out there. There's just nobody in sight. As Ramondre fights to the 21-yard line. Makes it look so easy. And of course, he is like our, Derrick Henry. So you don't really need to sit him much. He's just Mr. Reliable. And of course, can't do a stiff arm. Would have loved to see Douglas block him. That's a touchdown. Cooper DeJean with a couple of nice plays on this drive. See Baker in the quick out. Nobody on Baker. Diving for no reason to the 7. Baker with 106 yards now. We're going to go back to that play action that got us the touchdown to Polk last time. See if it's there again. Which I think it is. And back right to him, to the well, and another score. Is he Drake May? I mean, just rolling out, perfect throw. And I don't think their defense has been necessarily bad. It's just we've been better, you know? Their offense is missing plays, and really good catch, though. Dallas Goedert has been crazy. Dallas Goedert has been good. Let's go Ujulari. I shouldn't have been Ojulari. Going against my Lotta, there's no way. Start from inside. We are running zone. Oh, we can't cover him anyways, though. Oh, wow, we're too shallow. And that's going to be a touchdown. I mean, we're not too shallow. Peppers played that too shallow. A.J. Brown with the motion. We were really close to making a play on that ball, similar to the other side where Dial did it to lock it. A.J. Brown a little more in his prime, though, a little bit faster. And the Eagles are, I mean, they're going to answer right back with another touchdown. You know what? We're going to give Gibson a carry. Let's get someone really fresh in there as he gains like nothing. I think that experiment went away pretty quickly. Let's go back to Ramondre, who really actually doesn't do much better. 3 yards. Wide drag. Last time we ran this, they kind of, you know, they blocked this, so let's actually throw it. Faulkner wide open. They're just not covering drags. That spin was useless. No juke ability. 312 yards, 4 touchdowns. What a game. But yeah, they haven't played terribly. It's just the drag route. They just don't know how to stop it. Run a little bit of press man, bring a blitzer in. I don't know. Not easy, but it's also not too challenging for Drake May. Perfect throw. I mean, with this clock, there's no doubt that they have to get the stop. Will they be able to do it? And we learned to not cut so hard. We gained 2. Let's actually throw this ball. I know we're doing really well wasting that clock, but they're actually pretty set up. Catch it. Baker behind them. First down. That's the thing. Some of our overalls are low, but they're good ratings in the stuff that matters, right? We double teamed Jalen, but there wasn't enough bodies to do it. We gained a yard. But at the end of the day, you know, we're wasting a lot of clock. All of our drives have been like, I don't even know, like 90% of the quarter. As Ramondre only gains a 1 yard again. I mean, if we find a way to score here, which they look like they're blitzing, I mean, what can you do? It's unguardable! Faulkner! They just tip their hand every time when they bring their players up. It's almost always a blitz. I mean, they don't always do it, but most of the time, especially when it's on those, like, have-to-have-it downs, we know it's coming. And they just tip their hand, and it's too easy. It's not even a good throw, but because he's so open, because they blitz with no coverage contingency, it's just free. Considering the level of opponent that this is, considering coming off of the kind of game we did, I actually think this is probably our most impressive win of the series, which is saying a lot. Can't get over to him as Lockett loses yards breaking tackles. Ducker in the deep. Yeah, there goes Dallas Goedert. Can't get him. Huge hit. Doesn't finish it. Dallas Goedert's had himself a game, too. Duggar deep. Trying to go over the middle. Jelani trying to strip him. Don't think Dallas Goedert's capable of making a bad play is the problem. This game has gone a little back and forth. They had a little bit of a streak of just not scoring. But outside of that, you know, they've... Oh, wow. Hit like that, and he doesn't... Hits like those, and he's not going down. But yeah, outside of that, they've been keeping up a little bit lately. Once again, with the lack of stops and the lack of clock, this is basically over. We're looking really strong to start this year. Thought we could easily went 2-2 after this stretch, and Jones all over that one. Drag. We got the running back. We left him. Jelani. I mean, nobody can cover Dallas Goedert, so I can't even blame him. All right, they've gotten close enough. It's time to blitz. Pinch him, see if we can get around if they run the block. Duggar one-on-one. Dallas Goedert, usually good enough to do everything. And Jalen's not really even played badly. It's just they haven't capitalized every time, and obviously their defense hasn't been able to stop us. Did he catch that? Damn, Devontae's crazy. Let's run the blitz. Duggar one-on-one against Dallas Goedert. I brought him up for a reason, and that's going to be picked off by Peppers, who falls down and can get up, and falls out of bounds. Jalen Hurts forcing that one. And Jabril Peppers, with the interception, will close the deal. Seal the deal, close the deal. What's the difference? The deal's done. It's a done deal. And there you have it, a 42-24 start. Drake May really, getting back to that franchise quarterback level of playing. And if we can keep him playing like the way we just had him playing, especially against a team like the Eagles, the sky's the limit. Playoffs are looking really promising. I mean, some of this stuff we just weren't seeing last week. Last week we looked stuck in the mud. We looked like, beat. Offensive line was struggling, and yeah, I don't know if it's just some of the guys revealing their devs, like especially that left tackle, but we looked really good in this game across the board. Defense, had its bad moments, but for the most part, limited them quite a bit. Had the turnovers they usually do, and we had a couple of big plays in there, but offense was basically perfect. Defense was really good. And look at those numbers from Drake May. Player of the week, I would assume. 360 yards, 81% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks, whereas Jalen Hurts threw 2 picks, 1 touchdown passing only, but 2 rushing in fairness. Ramondre was pretty bad on the ground. Goddard was unbelievable, though. Give him some credit. Polk with 3 touchdowns, 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. Not quite the yards, but a Randy Moss type line. Faulkner was great as he always is. Demario Douglas finally stepped up, and then Baker had a big game as well. Defensively, no sacks, a pick for Peppers and Dial, and a game won by the Patriots. Got a couple of upgrades. Speaking of Trey Faulkner, let's go with vertical threat because it is a good ability for somebody trying to get better at breaking open. 3 to release, 2 to medium route, 1 to short, 1 to catch and traffic. That's great. Want to get the trucking and all that up if possible, but release, route running, that's perfect. Perfect for any receiver. And then Polk, it's been a little while since he's had one, but playmaker, looks like he's actually going to be legit at 87 overall. He gets no speed, but 2 to medium route, 1 to release, 1 to juke move, 1 to deep route, 1 to break tackle, 1 to spin move, 1 ball carrier vision, 1 to trucking. He's really good at juking, not quite trucking, but it kind of does give me like Debo vibes a little bit, just a little bit, but regardless, those are our upgrades, and that's gonna be it for this episode. Really impressive. Like I said, I really thought there was a good chance we were gonna be 2-2 by the end of this, and instead, we are 4-0, still undefeated. We got the Browns and the Falcons coming up next. Both teams have definite playmakers. Don't know what the Browns quarterback situation's like, but they're a pretty talented roster. And then, of course, the Falcons got a lot of talent on offense, so we'll see what happens there. But anyways, if you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate getting support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, JeromepkR, second channel PKR Plays for non-Madden content. And basically, that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And once again, shout out to the channel members.